So I wanted to talk about lifestyle changes, especially in the context of practicing semen retention or NoFap. If you're going to be doing these and changing your sexual habits, our sexual habits are the product of years and years of repetition, so it can be difficult to change these things and it can take some time. So it's important that other aspects of your life have to change as well. A lot of your habits have to change, or else you'll just find yourself reverting back to your old ways. So it's important that you sort of take a look at your life and what you're doing with your time and think about what you could be doing that would be more beneficial. So I think the number one thing is stop wasting your time with activities that are doing you no good in the long run. I would say number one is watching television. In my opinion, this is an enormous waste of time. I don't even own a television. I haven't owned one in like 10 years. The average American spends about 2 to 3 hours a day watching television. 2 to 3 hours a day. That's ridiculous. That's like, imagine if you put that time into something productive, you could accomplish anything just with that time alone. It's incredible that people just waste their time like that. And so, number one, stop watching television. Instead, do productive things that help you grow and learn. Reading is great. Reading books, reading about self-improvement, success, whatever you're interested in, whatever you're trying to accomplish in your life, read about it every day. You'll be amazed at the amount of information you start learning and how much this benefits you in many aspects of your life. I think audiobooks are great as well. I always have an audiobook that I'm listening to when I drive around in my car. When I'm driving, I'm learning. So I think that's a great thing to be doing every day, is learning and finding ways to grow yourself, to improve, learning new things, learning new skills, challenge yourself, try to learn something new and get good at it, whatever that it may be, a creative pursuit, business pursuits, these sorts of things. If you're not growing, you're dying, So find ways to challenge and grow yourself. So start to realize how you're spending your time. Stop wasting time and do beneficial things with your time. Another thing is what I would call aimless socializing, where you're just social activities that are really that you're not growing from, that you're not benefiting from. If you're just hanging out with friends at the bar, just having empty conversations, it's really not doing you any good. I would recommend hanging out with people who inspire you, people who are driven in their lives and doing things that excite them. And, our friends really reflect who we are, the people we spend our time with. So if you're just hanging out with people who are going nowhere with their lives, accomplishing nothing, then you're probably not going to be that much different. So look at who you're spending your time with and realize that that's a reflection of who you are and who you will become. So it's important we make changes in our lives for the better. This is something I've always been focused on, is growing myself, focusing on what I really want to accomplish and how I can do that, and spending some time every day working towards that. So another thing is not working at a job that you hate. Your work, you shouldn't dread going to work. It's just draining your life if you hate your job, and most people do. Most people are just waiting until 5 o'clock, whatever, when they're done at their job, and then they go home, have a beer, sit in front of the television, try to forget about it. And that's a sad way to be living your life. If you're not happy, then you shouldn't be there. And we live in a day and age where anything is possible. Absolutely anything is possible. You can do anything you want to do. And the only thing keeping you from that is fear and self-doubt. It doesn't matter what anyone else says. You can accomplish anything you want to do. If someone else has done it, you can do it too. Even if maybe no one else has done it, it's still possible. So this goes into learning and growing. Find what you really want to do with your life. What do you enjoy doing? How can you help others doing what you love doing? And then learn more about it. Increase your skills, increase your knowledge in the subject, and just go for it. And once you're working with that momentum of, excitement and passion, you'll be amazed at how things fall into place for you. So this is, I would say the most important thing is to get clear about what you really want in your life. A lot of people tend to focus on what they don't want. They're always complaining about their situation. Oh, I don't have enough money. Oh, I hate my job. I'm not happy. Versus focusing on what they do want. Like, oh, I want to do this with my life. Oh, I want to live here. Oh, I want to make this much money. Once you start focusing on something positive, then that momentum builds. You put that energy out and it comes right back to you. So when you're living in a state of, complaining and negativity, you're only going to deepen that in your life. Versus when you're focused on what you want, I think it's important to write it down. People always talk about making goals and things like this, and it may sound cliche, but it's important. It's important to have clear intentions of what you want. Write it down. This kind of programs it into your subconscious. You'll be amazed at once you start really getting clear about what you want and thinking about that every day, about how you'll be amazed at how things really fall into place for you. So these are some great ways to change your habits and improve yourself. Also, exercise is extremely important, especially if you're practicing semen retention, or NoFap. You're building up a ton of energy, and so you need to burn off some excess energy that you'll be building up. So exercise is extremely important. Also for pushing yourself and growing. When you do something difficult every day, it really strengthens you. Strengthens your willpower, strengthens your confidence, and obviously just good for your overall health and vitality. So exercise, several times a week, 4 or 5 times a week at least. Do running, jogging, sprinting, lifting weights, whatever. Just be active. You'll be a lot healthier. You'll feel a lot more clear-minded. You'll have a lot more energy. It's great overall. It's essential that you exercise. Our bodies are made to be moving, to be active. And so if you just sit around all day, you're not gonna feel good. You won't have energy. So exercise. Some other extremely beneficial things are meditation. So when you practice meditation, there's a lot of different techniques that you can use, but you really strengthen your focus, your ability to focus on one thing, which is an extremely valuable qualities to be able to focus on one thing. So you learn to control yourself and remove distractions from your mind and focus your attention single-pointedly on one thing. I like meditation practices that work with the body and the energy channels of your body, versus just working with your mind. When you connect your mind with your body, that really pulls you into your body and grounds you. So this helps you to really deepen your focus, and this will carry into a lot of other areas of your life. You'll find yourself becoming a more balanced and calm and centered person if you practice meditation every day. So I highly recommend this, especially if you're practicing semen retention and NoFap. You want to keep the sexual energy moving throughout your body, and you will get a lot more from the practice if you're meditating, and you'll be able to keep your willpower to keep retaining your semen when you're practicing meditation. So that is extremely important. Also, Qigong is an incredible practice where you're working with your energy channels of your body, moving energy. This is extremely important for when you're building sexual energy, because if you're not working with that energy directly, it's just going to remain stagnant in the genitals. So practice Qigong, move this energy throughout the body, and it will amplify everything you do with sexual energy. So Qigong is incredible. I do it every day. I highly recommend you try it out. Also, yoga is a great practice. Similar to Qigong, you're working with breath and your energy and the body, and there's so many benefits to it, and you will really feel great if you practice these things regularly. So yeah, I really hope this helps bring some clarity into your life and maybe motivates you to make some changes, make the changes you need to make to become a better person. And if you're practicing semen retention, it's like I said, it's essential that you're changing habits, other habits of your life, or else you'll just find yourself becoming very stagnant and you will likely go back to your old unconscious ways of draining your sexual energy. So thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel and have a great day.